Hello and welcome to Talk with T, where they come to you live on Facebook. As we all know, Talk with T is a program where they showcase young people how they do extremely well, and also they go into the lives of young people and where don't stand out for help other young people, especially during this Corona period. With me in the studio, I get Hawa, Janet Koroma, where they so for can tell we about waiting beauty with brains they do during this Corona period and how they get for help people during this Corona period. We know say Beauty with Brains now an organization where they in for help young girl picking them for manage the menstrual period. Then they do extremely well in that the only two way they and we see say the last program will be get with them they can explain what in the organization they about and what they don't they do for girl picking them for let them go able to go school whilst then they see them period, because we self know say where girl picking and they see them period they find them very difficult for maintain themselves, especially during the adolescence time. During the adolescence period they can find them very difficult for handle their messes and for go school, and also feel free among people for able for know how for behave when then they see them period, how them for interact with people, and because trade we know say we people can always say where you see the see period there are certain things and the way you know for do where you see period it's just a normal thing like where everybody they go through a normal process. Then will tell you say you know for cook this kind of a soup, you know for day and outside they do this, you know for day, you know for church this thing and all that thing, and then are just traditional beliefs where we they try for break that stigma day for legal picking them know say when then they see them period them can feel free, feel comfortable for them in any society as long as they're able to take care of themselves. And Beauty with Brains and one organization where not only they educate with girl picking about the menstrual period but also how for handle themselves during the internally. Janet, you can say Cabo to Fambulen.
Good evening. Me na Janet Hawa Koroma. Me na the managing director for Beauties with Brain. As my sister rightly said, Beauties with Brain are a female-led community-based organization. We work with girl picking them and for girl picking them because now we primary accountability that one day. We work for make sure say we capacitate girl picking there so that they able for thrive and actually for and actualize their potential. We also work for see that they enjoy for exercise their human rights. Beauties with Brain, an organization where they work with girl picking them from the ages of 10 to 19 years of age. We work for support them, we work for advocate on their behalf, we work for educate them. We get several programs where we do. In the education program, they support picking them in school, we give scholarship to them, we give them learning materials, and we also they work for advocate on their rights them. We get mentorship program there where they go on, where they teach them on life skills and some basic things how they go make themselves useful around the community for let them become somebody tomorrow. And we also they work on sexual and reproductive health rights, which we get the menstruation inside. But they work so that they go able for sabi themselves. Where you know say when picking don't reach that puberty stage, that adolescent stage, inside they begin pull here, they begin in chest, they begin full up, they begin pull smell, they begin realize saying a mortal man. So now letting them they will work for try for tell them how they for work out, where that 10 they reach, and how they don't need for isolate themselves because the natural is something where they happen to every human being.
So the last time when I be in a studio, when I talk about on a monthly distribution when I can do to picking them, because we know say menstruation until we know they come every day. It's a monthly thing like what they can say na that pain where you take every month. So like they come once in a month. How far when I be done when I don't go now with down that distribution day monthly?
Well, Beauties with Brain an organization who we committed for continue for work for girl picking them and with girl picking them. In a time like this, we stand solidly with the girl. This is a time where we all know say not a normal time. And one part the most important thing where people they prioritize now na food for eat, water for drink, because we don't know. We're not even certain of what they happen since this pandemic come. So where people can get small money, the best way they can do now for just spend something for it. But who people they forget for the aspect say every other month we get to reality where they pop up. And period no they stop doing pandemic. Not so because we get problem make me say people man and they stop for see the menses. No,
Exactly.
the period still they flow every other month, whether we dey on pandemic or whether we dey on normal time. So now that make we say, in as much as everybody they go for food, way very important and vital, but also the menstruation really important, because if you know for manage with menstruation well, it cause so many complications and it start at a very early age. So that make, because most people know they prioritize that one day, that make we say let we focus, let we continue we work on them giving out them free pad then they to them picking them, especially picking them where they in marginalized communities like slum areas, picking them where they in streets. You know, where COVID-19 came, you open where to so many things. So imagine now picking where they in streets, how you go for managing messes. For example, let's say 3 days lockdown. How terrible that one day you get the pain them first, you get the cramp, they already come, and you can't get back, you don't get anything for like clear you preserve yourself, that your dignity today, you know, for a pool, and because they don't limit man then they like it today, not for able for even move from one place to the other, because you afraid say stay go then you trousers or you clothes, and people then go laugh at you because we get this period shaming where people they do for make period look like say now one kind taboo or now one kind bad abomination where if you get then everybody for isolate from you and all that. So and that's what they do. So we continue. Last month we go also na Kube community, because Kube divided into 5 wings. So we try for, we and some of the partners them, we come together, we try for attack 3 of the wings them na Kube. We supply them menstrual hygiene materials them and depart them to them picking there, and then we really appreciate them. You know, the way the one testimony where they picking the gates, say like some of them not even get mind for go ask them people like for bad. You know, to they self they not get mind. I not say now where the pandemic don't come where money business exactly, and things don't become so stiff and difficult that you not go sit down for say mama why it first you go ask for pad. Then go ask you because if you don't eat before you ever they go request for pad and all of that one day. So now things and that the way really sensitive way people are not they talk about, and people we need for sit down they talk about them. Not so secret, menstruation not so secret. Now a month the reality where they happen to half of the world's population, because half of the world's population are women there. So if they happen to then kind certain people like it call for attention. Exactly.
Because more women than they now.
Exactly.
I think at something around 60% of the world's population we are women then.
Exactly.
And we are the one that where they suffer the most, and we are the one that where things then they affect the most. And when it comes to certain things and they don't make taboo, they make people and they tend for shy away from them thing.
Yeah.
Janet, I hear you said the 28th of May every year they can celebrate World Menstrual Hygiene Day. What one are they for do so far towards that particular day?
Well, as you rightly say, May 28th every year na World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Now that day where we as women and everybody supposed for know but menstruation. Menstruation, it don't say we don't make a secret. Menstruation, it don't say we na just woman business. Now woman they know more for the talk about them. When you talk about menstruation, now just they go tell you say na woman business, not so everybody business, but menstruation na everybody in business. So World Menstrual Hygiene Day come about for let we end the stigma around menstruation. And also for let we end menstrual poverty. Menstrual poverty in a way woman or girl picking not able to afford any pad we go make you feel comfortable, we go make him blood flow well. So most of the day we don't see say na pieces. We get so many alternatives because people are not able to afford pad, and pad costs almost $1 if you not even pass safe. And how many people they make $1 even a day for let them say we able for buy pad? So the menstrual hygiene day for raise that awareness. They say every woman and girl can get the rights for be educated on their menses. They need for know the cramps them where they come during their menses, then they how for take care of themselves when they mess, and nobody not for shame them because they mess. And also it also come for let with governments and with people them around with duty bearers they know say menstruation na everybody business, and everybody where they mess suppose forget every woman or girl where they mess suppose for get access to, if not free, but low cost menstrual items them when they mess, because now every month something where if you start put the budgets together it really high and you not fear. So now that one day the hygiene, the menstrual hygiene they bought. So this year we they talk on something very sensitive.
Okay.
So since this COVID-19 came, the big people and before the menstrual hygiene day decide for do a bid like this one way we wear. So this one way we wear. This bid it is simple, but it signifies say we there for big people away they mess, not only on menstrual hygiene day, but every other month, because this is a monthly reality. So this bead na 28 beads in total.
Okay.
So na 5 red 9 days before. The 28 beads in total is signify the average, the cycle, the menstrual cycle, the average menstrual cycle of every woman in girl pikin, where they take 28 days. Then the 5 red bead then they signify 5 days, the average 5 days where every woman or girl pikin supposed for seeing menses. So now that make this year we they use the bead as a symbol, not only for this year now, it will stand as a menstruation symbol for every other year or every other term. So now that make this camp, and it camp for stand in solidarity, say every woman get the right to be educated on the menses, and every menstrual product will be free, if not free, but affordable for every woman at every part of the world, and salon not no exception. So we there on this campaign. Other organizations, they also where they deal with menstruation, they on the same campaign. Sometimes possibly you go past, you see people wear this bead, or they ask what's in the debut. So now that one day this bead debut. So we they give people them this bead where we get flyers them out, which how we raise funds for supporting them picking there. Because Beauties with Brain, we want for say we target 500 picking them this time around for give them pad and menstrual hygiene items now different slum communities them and streets them. So we get we flyers them out to side with the advocates to people them for do their donations either financially, or they able get materials, the menstrual hygiene materials and what they were able for giving, or they even can volunteer then time that day they will they go for go do then distribution there. So now that make we get them beat there, where you do any donation or you do anything, we can give you one pandemic beat there.
Don't forget to say you're listening to Talk with T, where they come to you live every Sunday, and you yourself where they watch. This is a very important topic what they talk about. Yourself can share them so other people and self will be part of the program, because we get for realize say certain information the way you get and not keep unto yourself. Share and make other people know about them, and the only way other people will know about this program now where you self when they watch this program, share them, and not forget say you self can be part of Beauty's Brain, help them people there for grow, and help other girl picking them where they suffer, where need we help, where we get the upper hand for do them, but they not get them, then we self help them so they self go push forward. And Beauty's Brain, they try so hard for let them try for break away the stigma where they around menstruation. And the 28th of May, now World Menstrual Hygiene Day, and that day they let we support, let we brother and sister and support we self, because some their stigmatization there it come up from we the woman themselves, not feel send a man they no more they do them, but we self can tend for push we come pingal picking them away. Say this in people they not get for game. Imagine they not even get food for it for the day. How it go able afford a better pad for use during the menstrual times. And you talk about pad. I believe say pad not the only thing where somebody need during a menstrual period. Me na woman, you na woman. We know so we lost so much blood during the intended day. And again, what in una can give for lay they replenish that blood day back, because you know say when woman lost blood during them, it lost a whole lot of blood during the menstrual time, and in need for replenish. Some people can take them vitamins, some man can take blood tablets and all. Una also they give things like that, or una can advise people for use something like that.
Yes, because we not get the professional expertise, not to like that one day we do. We dey advise people. Say whenever, like for instance, I can always share my story. Me na person where they mess 5 times, like 5 days. Sorry, me na person where they mess 5 days, and I lost a lot of blood. Why they mess? Why they say mess? Like the blood really they flow. So then they, as I don't see them and don't study myself, I know say since I lost some blood, and I find out say most of the day I get headache. And they get headache. So I know now say every 2 months after I don't see me menses, I have to take blood tonic, because that blood what they lost it cause headache, it cause me for either at one part, like I didn't Panadol or something like that, and they still not go off. Except I replenish that blood they back. We don't waste. So out of we experience, we can share with them, and can also tell them for ask if they get medical people them around them, waiting them supposed for take, so that they will able for replenish whatever way they don't lost during the menstruation. Just like what you say, not only part we need what they mess, and of course not only part Beauties with Brain they give, so then girl picking there, we they give them other personal hygiene materials. We they give them soap, we dey give them pants, we dey give them body splash, we dey give them even nail cutter for take care of them body. Like,
because you know say your hands
exactly,
when you
hands
use them, you therefore use them inside your vagina.
Exactly, and they go almost all side na your body.
Yeah.
So it's very sensitive. We dey give them sanitizers, we dey give them small tissue. So as a woman, you go put on you pulse or you bag in case you know able for study menstruation aids.
And I also can educate them on how for use them pads and they, because like some picking, okay, yes, you get on the pad, you know, so you get for peel the paper off so it will able to stick to the pants. How for stick onto the pants, because sometimes if you turn it upside down, even when you use the pad it's still the leak. Now when you use them properly, it no go leak. So I can do proper education on that particular side.
Yes, so what we can do when they go for go distribute the pad, we always get one extra. What's how they go, they explain with the illustrate them before they picking them. Okay. So like what we can do, one person go just lay in where they assume say na the pants, what's how they lay the pad, we open them, we show them how you pull the first lead, you lay them na the pants, then the two flyer them, the two wings them where the pad gets, how you fold and find
okay,
the
pants.
The person can the person can just AC hand like this, exactly.
I mean, I think say for make it much easier, when I find a particular pant, like a very decent one, when I buy just a new one, we want to explain that, because sometimes if you put your hand so some picking, you know, say someone in your own head, not to all, not to someone you know there's small stories inside, so you need for really explain properly. Maybe if they use pants, that will make the picking, you know, say, oh, now so them all the pants on them. You shouldn't say this at the front of the pants, this at the back of the pants, how for use and so and how for use and that way.
So that one they was say the hand and the one will start with initially, like for they able to understand. So even when we use the hand, like I be they do some kind of demonstration where they make like say the pants already they halfway na my leg and I try for wear and count up to me waist part and all of it. They will begin for use the pants of itself for begin for just demonstrate, just like what you say, for let them know say that this part you get for turn them, waiting they happen. And because just like how you say, if they're not savvy how for use them part there, it cause leakage. And that one they still go continue with the period shaming, we go make the blood go waste and can to a cease or it can to the dress where really shameful, because we know they talk about them and all. So that one they already do them. And mostly sometimes we also they can go man them. For let we do the explanation so they go feel comfortable, because this is something, this is a very sensitive topic for some people. Where if you want to talk about, and I remember the time we just start the project, we ask the beginning, would I want for can share a menstrual experience, like where you mess every month, how you can feel, maybe some people in the breast go heavy, some man go get mood swings, some man go get cramps, waist go out. You know, believe say they're not go come for talk.
Yeah.
Like you got to take with them for let we able to get them for talk. Past way we become one, we can share our experiences with them, and we tell them, so they don't need for shame for that one day. Because we don't blame them, because at the time where society don't make menstruation don't feel like a taboo make. If they don't make secrets now us, then that means you don't get right for talk openly in the street. Yes. So they get for build that confidence, for that trust, so that they go able to trust you now, for let them explain most of the experiences with you, and most of them don't know nothing. And most of the parents them with the picking and they go meet them according to the testimonies what they get, they know they help. And but left me. So the other picking they say the other saying in way can one for mess, it can get feeling for it's different thing. Like mango go soup and all that. And if you don't know where picking they see menstruation and you don't know what's the way get belly, sometimes they quick you mistake and say this picking they don't get belly. But because you don't know how the picking in menstrual cycle day. And another thing again, when person one day at the time somebody say me belly they at and all they say, well don't make so this thing every month if I don't get used to it now. This is also something where they get used to. Every month they count in your own different experience. Yeah. Sometimes this month now my breast go heavy. Next month now waist bone. Next the other month go be mood swings. Sometimes they go say no more vex. Where person where they mess where say left me. You know one thing we make we need for nobody here. Won't know say this person they mess. You don't know how they deal with her. Yeah. Because we they get naturally almost we all they get mood swings. So you don't say this person where they mess I get some certain joke, I get me limits. What for go with her. We say that stop, it means say na for stop. So all things and the way we know it help even for the man and house. Sometimes they go say, oh this woman it took a poor attitude when they make it a mix so because sometimes they will not know what you will go through. Sometimes they will just give one day to receive. Sometimes they not chocolate one for it. Sometimes they not just rescue one for rest because of the kind of way you feel at that particular moment say where you see you menstrual cycle. And it don't say oh they give them to menstruation. Or some man go say APC the rally, some man go say the moon day up. So man go say all things that they will need for stopper because na period shaming and they cause all this. because you know one, let the opposite sex feel bad. Say, oh, no can talk about blood before this person. No, it's not something natural. People when they watch film, then they kill people. Then they watch movies, their action movies, and they kill people. So why are not supposed to talk about me blood? Why are not supposed to talk about me menses? Now me right because I need for express the way what they feel. So now all the thing there we teach them picking and say, when I need for the talk. When you they mess talk and say, I they see me period, I they mess. No find code for lay person kind they decode say you understand you know one day the other side will go the boy say human where they mess say I travel. It's the one they call I say I travel. And I say, baby, how you travel you not tell me? And I say, well, I travel. And like he just they insist on a travel. Because he expect say the boy for understand where say I travel with me. So all that thing then they even they count misunderstanding. So let we learn for call things by the enemy, especially we get for do it menstruation, and let we learn for the shame people when they mess.
Okay, let's take some of the comments. We don't come in now. We get this one. We come up from Mariam Kanu. It say God bless you ladies for this. Mary Kanu say God bless you ladies for this kind of work you are doing. And this other one come up from Lansana and Joanna Kamanda, and it say good. I know, instead of send a comment to say good talk guys, you are doing a very good job. And we get a message from Susan Sise, we show love. And we also get a message from Mohammed Bangura, we say nice job done guys. Okay, and if you said then us the watch yourself can leave your comments and we go read them out. And if you self then our community who say you the see girl picking and they struggle a whole lot, it's high time we put an under we girl picking them and we support them. Especially sometimes when I can say Women's Day, now that they don't know more so marking you say, oh, I should make my woman feel special. Like when we say menstruation day, the 28th, now that they don't know more then we talk about time. No, it's not that not so that they don't know more. Every month it go through the struggle every month. Sometimes maybe we'll say struggle and we'll say something as some kind pain or what. Yes, it has to do with pain, but it's every month they go through this hard phase in our life. Harsh reality we get for face every month from where it become a teenager, a proper woman. And that stage and then attending down the way and fragile, they can get pregnant at any time if you not give them proper talk. If you not tell them waiting for do and waiting for do at that particular point in time, they can shy away from you for good, because then they feel so you don't understand how them they feel, and also they can decide for go away from you and go consult other people that we're going to mislead them. Where you girl can reach then stage and it's time for Lona to talk. Get a one-on-one talk, not to just talk, not to just any other talk like halapana. Now time for Lona sit down. If you and daddy on a sit down and talk, bang daddy and daughter talk. If you and mommy and daughter talk. Then 10 and then they can say, oh, now you mama no more for the talk to you for them particular thing and but I believe so with the bond more with daddies them, with the bond more with brothers then. So please make them self not left behind pan this can fit. Let them self not left behind for educate then girl picking there, because I can always say who does somebody close to. Now he to tell in secrets, now he to tell everything about himself. It listen more to that person than any other person. Not make yourself demon na us to you girl picking. Not make yourself demon na us to you neighbor and picking. If your neighbor and picking feels they confide in you, talk to them, advise on the right way when it comes to a menstrual period. I tell and say this and this will happen to you when you see them. When you receive period, this and this will happen. When anything they happen around you, now this and this you for do, now this you for take. If now you feel like say it can confide in, please let me try as best as possible for put an under we girl picking them, so then self will be better people and tomorrow. So then self will able because when you explain the one girl picking, you know the shame for telling company, it will always go out and telling company waiting in self don't land. And you will watch out there, you self can share this program. Every Sunday, yourself can be part of the program. Tell other persons so then go come for learn so many other things there and get to know so many other people. And because this program not only there for educate you but also there for showcase young people where they do extremely well in their own little way. Janet, as we will talk about the menstrual stuff, Is it only this menstrual thing when I get for do on that day, on the 28th, or when I get other things I want to plan and line up for that particular day?
Well, since that day na the World Menstrual Hygiene Day, the whole globe they observe that day. They do some talk. We not just go for go to the distribution.
Okay.
We also get for they do some talk on menstruation and try for talk to even not only the picking them but to even the parents them, because it's really important right now for to talk to the parents them, because most parents then are us. And now the 10 days like how they say for now begin for bond with we picking them. Some of we don't they use the excuse say we work, we busy and all of it. You know, the good side of COVID-19 and the fact say it make we spend more time than us.
Yeah.
And at then 10 days we go for the watch we girl picking them. At then 10 days we go for the observe what they go on in their life. Because especially we get for do with girl picking, it takes continuous talking. Like you go for always the continue for counselor, you always get for continue for the talk to her. Especially on the menstruation.
Exactly.
So now when we don't get time, like we say menstruation talk, not only be say na mama and picking talk. Menstruation talk, na everybody talk. The brother for no, the sister for no, the papa for no, everybody for no. Because this na 10 them, as I tell you, like where we go na them slum communities, then crowded areas, where you see 10 people, 10, 12, 15 people, they use one toilet.
Exactly.
All lentin and they not hygienic for them picking and day. Especially when some of them are pit toilets, you know. Imagine a time we say picking one for go changing pad. You know, you go knock na the toilet to the mot, passing the day. You say okay, la go wait. You go back, you go knock for the second time somebody did and the pad then for them and for them with woman for at least 8 hours. Like enough for pass. When you pass, you begin it's discomforting. That one day on we go just put on day. It really discomforting, especially when you pad don't soak. Like you want for change and you want for feel that kind of way they and somebody they all thing and they na harsh realities. And again they also get to do with the disposables. How they became the disposable part there.
Yes.
Because the disposables back if in another one well it cause a hygienic
because I don't see say some people don't know how to dispose them, pad them. Now you see say doctors they go inside them, dirty bag them, take the pad and they share them all around, and people can say, "Hey, but they don't put in pads on that because they don't know how to get rid of them." So I can talk to them concerning how to dispose them pads.
Of course, we talk to them on how to do them, because we also they tell them mostly when you're on your period. You know, some people will say I not go come out because most side the way they go. Especially some offices, they're not female friendly. So I know they for where woman go get for where you go change your pad and after where you dispose of them. So I can always tell and say, don't forget for work out your black plastic, because you know go discomfort yourself because you want to go some side and at the end of the day you go to get pressure now you say, what I go to away this, what I go do. If you know say the surrounding where you did and not comfortable for you, put on your black plastic, tie and neat. And when they go inside you bag, nobody know the smell and safe. Say something like a pad inside it. It's just why we get dirty when they say don't litter the streets.
Yes.
You don't need for to wear. Put on your bag, you keep away, you see sideways suitable, you put them. But if you tie them, no matter how that dog they go shake, and because they just lay and like that one they make where they come, then they go scatter and you landing. So also we also get one bag who we can give them one small disposable exactly bag who they give them. So we don't use them. Now one plastic bag they lock and tight. You go use. But if you don't get down there in the meantime, we tell them use your black plastic. When you go outside, you want for change, you so press, and you know say the environment's not comfortable. If you able to get outside, you able to change. You take your pad, you tie them back, fine. Because it go too hazardous if they throw it away, we pad then and do, and not fine. For the other person themselves, they team up and they watch them, they see them, or maybe so say they inhale and so say rain car is so calm, you sabi them funny thing and so we also they tell them on how to dispose them. And some people will take a tonka like na the bathroom, they want to get flush toilet because we will get pit toilet, it go easy for we.
Yes.
But you want to get flush toilet, you take and you tie them. Like anytime when they come for the trash, you know put it all over. When you put it inside the trash can.
Because you know say when you get flush toilet, whenever you put
until they stop. Yes, and now they go make all that thing they know they pass.
Yes.
And now they not to so you for they use your pack. You for make sure say you tie on a plastic and fence sideways suitable for let you dispose them. So now that make even we self with the try as much as we can, let we move to reusables. First we don't see say the disposition of them part then they na issue, and secondly we don't see say them part then they limit we not for able for spread with arms, because when we don't start na kube, we don't want for just start say 1 month we level them we go na bottom oku the other month we cannot do azak. It's not sustainable. If we say we want for help them, this now every month something, we therefore they do one continuously, and because we do one continuously, they only don't stop we and it starts in place. So we set the time to see how we able for begin supply them the usable parts there. Then part they are na part they will use at most 3 months. Maybe so say if you get 6 of them, you able use them, you wash them well, we get the mesh bag them where you put them inside so you go get good ventilation. Because you know say if you know if you keep them outside where it go make it damp, it go bad back where you use them. So all around it and another we work towards. But in the meantime, we work with the disposables because another one day now we able for afford for give them picking there. And we don't want for sit down they wait for the reusables. And the menstruation not they wait.
Yeah.
So till we reach here now, we want for see how we able for help them pick here. And as I say, then they are very sensitive to the way they picking in house. Most picking in they not be the bond with the parents. So now it's difficult for them for even say how they mess, or maybe so say when they get them cramps, they belay in the heart, you will see the picking they don't. When you make so, when you begin and the picking and all of that one day. So all intent they don't make for let we come and go with picking them and let them know exactly how they feel, especially the adolescent girls. Okay. This is a very critical stage for them.
We get a comment from Desmond Tunde Koka was saying, I honestly think that more education should be done in different schools as they are growing up. They should be well informed on the effects that will cause if they do not have the idea on their menstrual cycle. And it also say, why is it that ladies don't want to discuss about their monthly time? I honestly think that the reason why most of them involve into wanted sex because they feel, okay, it should be unwanted, if they wanted to say unwanted sex, because they fail to discuss and learn about which is bad. Yes, like where this person don't say it's some woman and maybe now we say self no one talk about time as the one who start the topic
like
so how una due to this COVID-19 every other thing don't stop for now. So after the COVID-19, because some people say life will go as normal, pretty soon we'll therefore go back to life as normal, because maybe we'll go for accept say COVID is there, maybe probably it's there to stay, because the kind way how this particular pandemic don't hold on to the society, it's very detrimental to the society. So maybe we'll go for accept say COVID is there and we move forward with or without COVID. This person they advise on go on schools them and go talk to people, and before the COVID gonna be they do that, or like na just na communities no more na be there.
Okay, so we not be they do this before we be they do one, but na the schools say no more.
Okay.
We say with the support na they do like a Kube, so we then allow Kube community school. So na like a day school and no the targets. We they do one because we say one for extend. We say one for reach out to so many girls, because we know say this also just one person in problem. You know, they are picking them they way able for even afford the part where not get your education on how to take care of themselves during the menstrual cycle, where it go benefit everybody. But as at now, Beauties with Brain na we the fund we save. We not get fundings from any other organization, we not get no funding. So now from the little where we they get, where we they contribute every other month, now we they use for reach out to limited set of people. We actually want to reach out to thousands of people, if possible, to the whole country. But we get limited resources. Someone in the end don't limit we make we not able to go that far yet.
So if somebody want contact Una now, like anybody will watch we say, okay, yes, these them people are to do something very good. Myself want to be part of them, because it's not about watching. If you have the upper and you self be able to support them people there for make this challenge come to an end, make them picking their self feel comfortable in society. How them will reach on to Una?
Well, we get with website beautieswithbrain.org. We get to even with Facebook page, where you go like. We get so many information on the Facebook page. We also there on Instagram, where you go like we page and we go give more information. And we also get a number where then at the page where you go able for get in contact with we. So you go like we page. The most easy one where I think the way everybody, almost everybody there on social media way, na the Facebook page. The Facebook page gets a lot of information. Beautieswithbrain.org. You can go and like we page and you will see exactly what we they do Usa we dey, Usa we don't come out, and how far we go. So that we page they go give you a lot of information where you need, and we also get numbers. And maybe personally you want for call, for ask questions. We get numbers them where they. So like where the boss me they say it's very important for like we go to schools and talk about them. So another thing what we plan for do now for see how they go na media, na radio stations, and try for see how other people them, even though we're not going to give them the part, but how they say go benefit from the education where they go get for the menses, especially picking them like now where they dinner hosts and all of that. So also they try for see how they get partnership with some radio stations them, and of course this one what they do now so with you for how they spread out the message, because this is one way we will spread out the love. Like where the world do now, the only thing we can do now for spread out love. For see say if you able to meet or target one person safe, that one day they help, because right now it's not easy. It's not easy for a lot of we and we all. But if you're able to reach if now one person safe, that one is really nice. Or you're able to buy one pack for one picking safe for this month, that one they go really nice.
Okay, so you self can do all that thing there if you go out there and like Beauties with Brain them page on Facebook, get to follow them up and get to know how you self will able at least afford one pad will cost until like 6,000 now. 10,000. Okay, 10,000 for one pad. Probably you can able give 100,000, which is something small. We will get 10 picking them, 10 pad, and maybe other person self will give them small. Even if not 10,000, so if you get 10,000, you can able link them up, buy one pad for one picking, because if you buy one pad for one picking, you don't save a life of one picking, because menstrual stuff now something we can even lead to death if somebody not able use them, because if it gets infection inside in womb, can make it lead to some kind of chronic disease where it will make a loss in life. So you self out there can help one picking. Go out there, like them page on Facebook, Beauties with Brain, and follow them up. Follow them how they do them thing, and how you self will be part of the distributions the way that they do. Please, as Sierra Leoneans, there we high time follow we support young people the way they strive for push and do well in the society. If we not support them, other else will support them. So go out there, like the page on Facebook, Beauties with Brain, and you go get to know more and more about them. So what's on the next activities apart from the 28th of this month? What's on our next activity?
So we also get plans for go and see how would they share some reading books.
Okay.
To some beginning well, so the limited beginning work for afford for help. So they go they read. At least we all know say they don't sit down for long. Yeah. So not to that kind digitalized country we say we able to do all thing online. And most people even get access to light, talk for phone or other things, and then they lag behind. And tendency they say they get for slow on the academics, even as the COVID-19 they don't, and then they go back to school. So one for see how they will begin for read, like them basic reader book, where simple, at least they will keep themselves engaged. Because all and they also go even stop for the teenage pregnancy. Yeah. Because this is not term where picking them, we know what happened during Ebola term, because the became school be locked for 9 months and all of that one day, because they became and then house and okay, no other activity where they engage in. Most of them be engaged in sex, others they be raped, you know, over 18,000 people.
And especially now where they don't allow them for go school with pregnancy. Exactly. So man don't care anymore. So man just feel say I should live a reckless life, whether I get belly or not, I'm gonna be accepted into school. Where they no say when you get belly, it's very difficult for you to pay attention to so many other things.
Exactly.
So the need for be talked to and be educated on this menstrual hygiene and know how to handle themselves, especially when they sit down also. Exactly. This COVID-19, if after this period you're gonna say most of our girls picking get for lag behind. Most of them get for lag behind. But that day will only be possible if me and you put hands together and support them picking there. So
yeah, I see somebody say to comment. Then just like how you say like with this one, it will lead to so many things. It will really stop this teenage pregnancy business and something where we all know say it's not good for help with society. Yeah. And if them picking there at a very early age, most picking after they don't born, it's difficult for them to return back to school. And that one day they bring we come back the end. They bring we come back socioeconomically. It just wreck the country more. So we want for let them pick here know, because if somebody able to understand the cycle, you're gonna self when you forget sex. If you don't reach that stage before you get sex. If you understand your cycle, you know say after 10 days we don't see you menses, and that's when you go do my business, they get starting another time. when you know that one day, you know what you do. And how maybe sometimes you go use protected, how you go protect yourself during sex. Because you not only get to do with menstruation, if you don't reach that age here and person able to stop you, then I think the other thing we're going to for tell people, the beginning, especially when they don't pass 19 and all, and how they go protect themselves during sex.
Because nowadays, because of the kind of way our society don't go, how people don't take sex as a common thing, it's hard for you to tell them, say, on a need for abstain from sex, which is, then go all of us. But that's the very first rule we can always say. If you do go school, you know any other thing where you do, abstain from sex. Concentrate on your book learning, because sex not help you when you do go school. It doesn't push you. Instead, it push you behind. And you get to realize that if you don't start forget sex already, learn as best as possible for the use condoms. Use preventive measures. Where some of them contraceptive, but although some of them contraceptives they are detrimental to your health, so the best thing you use condoms if you cannot skip away. Don't take the comments away, don't come in. This one come up from Desmond Tunde Koka. I say family education is key during all this. Like the saying goes, the parent is the first teacher, so let the parent take the lead by telling their child how they should go about that. And this other one come up from Mukhtar Kamara. I say pharmacy board should put all menstrual medication cost in the country. Okay, recover all menstrual education costs all over the country. Wow, that's a great appeal for the pharmacy board. Put down the cost on menstrual and product, especially the pad and all. But then there for be one of una leading and campaign, follow una campaign to pharmacy board for let them bring down the cost of menstrual hygiene.
Exactly, you know, so? Of course. And that one day some of it in the way we advocate for. That's the cost will come down so that every woman will able to afford menstrual pad, at least the one way hygienic for and for able for use during that same day. But if the cost they high, today the price they fluctuate from 8,000 to 10,000, from 9,000, you guys are even pads when 15,000 leons and all of that.
Let me tell you, say that 6,000 because the last time when we buy pad was last year. I think I got a huge amount of pad now, so I don't know.
No, that's why
the cost. So now I'll be facing that it's still less 6,000, not knowing that the
prices then just they fluctuate like 7, 8, 9, 12, even pad they win at 15,000.
Wow.
Like so, but most of the one not in this country, the higher the price, the more quality the thing they have. Yes. And people are just not just go to buy pad because you mess. At least you mess with quality. At least your dignity they intact. You know, when you take any kind of pad, you just go put them, and most of them things they irritate people, they get rash and all of that one. Yes. So now that one they make we they fight, we they talk, we they advocate with duty bearers. Especially as the person say with pharmacy board, let them cut down on the money too much. Like the money too much. How many people able to afford 80,000 loans? And what they talk about now, at least 3 times a day. 9% for change. So that means one pack pad not even they do because I'm 10 days inside it.
Yes.
One pack not even they do for that whole 10 days. Imagine somebody like me had a mess for 5 days and they use 3 at least.
Go more than 5 days.
At least 3. So how many packs I will use? So all this they need for take into consideration and see say every woman for mess with dignity. At least some of the mess now with the work now with the watch BN because now pieces are put because the people put are not even trust them. And you know the picking a woman they lost self-confidence because of that one day. You know for team up and talk now you go the afraid say let I not talk, me sense talk, everybody not to me now they go to watch you. And me stand waiting and me band side everybody go to watch because we get that attitude for period, shame people and all of that one day. So now that one day we serve the advocates towards that then go put some prices they have done. If possible, say free because we then have some community because they are not day at all. People don't even think about it. But they think about how they eat and how they will survive or see the other day and get other thing for it.
Okay, family. As we don't come to the end of the program, I want to say thank you to you, Janet, for where you don't take your time again for grace, talk with tea, and can educate with girl picking them, with parents about this menstrual education. And how somebody go get one of them band there?
Them band there, if you want to get me number, I don't know if I could give me number.
Yeah.
The number is 078-827-078. You can call 078-827-078.
Is it free?
The band?
Yeah.
The band is not totally free. When you donate something, we give you a band.
Okay.
And we they do a campaign, we want for amplify with voices. When you give the band or we get access to the band, let you snap with them. You can forward the picture to we, so we go get more ants them where they. When you wear them, that means you don't support what you really talk. You don't support say menstrual hygiene. People are not for supposed for shame people where they mess, and that every woman get right to be educated, and that period pads or period items for they at low cost, if not free, for every woman and girl picking. So that means you stand in solidarity with menstruation and menstrual hygiene day.
Okay, so Fambulem, you self go out there, forget one of them band there, support the cause. It's a good cause for girl picking and support, and also don't forget let you self with it out there. Fan way for let you fan 1 or 2 picking where you the support every month for buy pad for them one that we not able to afford them. And you will don't take time for be part of the program today. I want to say thank you to all the one that we don't take them time. For una we don't like the page. Yes, we don't hit 1,000 likes from last week. We pray that we will continuously like the page, tell other person for like talk with T. Yourself share the programs then, because if somebody don't know about the program, how yourself will be part of the program, because week in and out will come with educational things that we get for do with girl picking them, with young people them, and also inspiring stories where go inspire other people and for do great things inside with society. This is a program where they showcase with young people them. Let the world know out there say there are people in Sierra Leone where we're willing and ready for support each other, and also willing and ready for support themselves by bringing up their own initiative so that people will know about them. Don't forget to this program they come to you every Sunday at 5. Today we sorry we can late because of 1 or 2 things, but next week Sunday is gonna be at 5. It's also been linked up with Afro Radio, and we get AfriCell where they support we, and Big Things Poultry Limited when a young guy where they support this program for let this program come to you live every day. So if you want eat fresh, live fresh, get you fresh egg. Not eat stale egg where don't imported egg. This is a fresh egg where you can get from Mabanta village and Makeni. It is all around the city. Support Sierra Leoneans then for do great, because if we not support Sierra Leonean produce, trust me, Sierra Leonean produce not will go before. Till we meet on our back again next week. Janet, you get last word for Fambulem?
My last word I get for also remind Fambulem, do you not forget for like the page on Facebook, Beauties with Brain, and support a worldly cause. You don't know the life where you will change because of 1 pad, because of 10 pad. Do you let we support with girl picking them, let we stop period shaming, and let we take up responsibility for talk to we picking them, but menstruation, especially the parents them, and we were the picking and they listen to. We the trusted adults and where they around them picking there. Because now 1 person they born, but it takes a whole nation for groom, especially girl picking. We all know say, as Denki always say, when you don't educate girl picking, you don't educate the whole world. Let's continue to spread the love. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Janet, for being part of the program. And anytime where you get anything for Seto Fambulem, the platform is open for you. And you self for the watch Rihanna, if you self get any little way where you the impact lives of other people, you can contact me on the number with another page. And also you self can kaya and share your experience and tell people and what you do for impact young people in life. Till I meet you again back next week Sunday with another edition of Talk with T. I've been your host, Tricia. Tata.